Back in ancient days, the Israelites lived happily as neighbors amongst the Egyptians. And they also were practicing sacred distancing. So they would get together at least 6 feet away and hang out and have great times because the Israelites loved living in Egypt. And they had been there all the time since Joseph had come down and saved Egypt from a famine. But then one day there arose a new Pharaoh over Egypt, and he looked at the Israelites with fear and with dread because he did not know history and he did not know the story of Joseph. And so he turned his Israelite subjects into slaves, and he told them to pick up their hammers and their shovels and to work so hard every day making bricks so that he could build his treasure cities of Pitom and Ramesses.
Bang, 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 bang your hammer low. Bang, 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 here's a place to go. For it's work, 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 every day and every night. For it's work, 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 when it's dark and when it's light. Dig, 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 dig your shovel deep. Dig, 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 there's no time to sleep. For it's work, 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 every day and every night. For it's work, 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 when it's dark and when it's light.
Pharaoh was especially mean to the Israelite children. One Israelite mother hid her baby in a basket on the river so that Pharaoh would not find him. When Pharaoh's daughter came down to the river, she found the baby and decided to take him home to the palace. She named the baby Moshe, which means that she drew him out of the water.
Where is baby Moses? Moses, Moses. Where is baby Moses? He's in the river Nile. He is in a basket, a basket, a basket. He is in a basket in the river Nile. The princess, she was swimming, swimming, swimming. The princess, she was swimming in the river Nile. She found baby Moses, Moses, Moses. She found baby Moses in the river Nile.
The slavery of the Israelites was so terrible and so hard that they cried out to God for help. And so God called to Moses and said, Moses, go before Pharaoh and speak to him. Tell him, let my people go.
Oh, listen, oh, listen, oh, listen, King Pharaoh. Oh, listen, oh, listen, please let my people go. They want to go away. They work so hard all day. King Pharaoh, what do you say? No, 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 I will not let them go. No, 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 I will not let them go.
Because Pharaoh would not let the Israelites go, God sent plague after plague to punish Pharaoh and to convince him to let the Israelites leave Egypt with Moses. But every time Pharaoh would say yes after a plague, as soon as the Israelites were getting ready to leave, he would change his mind and make them stay. And so the plagues got worse and worse.
One morning King Pharaoh awoke in his bed. There were frogs in his bed and frogs on his head. Frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes. Frogs here, frogs there.
plagues became so bad that Pharaoh realized he needed to follow God's commandments and to let the Israelite children go. And so, led by Moses, they approached the very edge of Egypt's territory and came to the Sea of Reeds. God commanded Moses to stretch out his staff over the waters so that the waters would part, and they did. So Moses was able to lead the people through. Now the people had learned about the seriousness of plagues, and they were still practicing their sacred distancing and wearing their masks, even as they celebrated their Passover freedom. And they sang a song to God, saying, "If you had only led us out of Egypt, Dayenu, it would have been enough."
Ilu hotzi hotzi anu hotzi anu